why Canada values the leadership of the World Health Organization. Our institutions are helping us accomplish together what we cannot do alone. This includes collaborative research and development efforts to make a future treatment or vaccine available, accessible, and affordable. The COVID-19 pandemic has reinforced the importance of working together to build a global health community where everyone is included. A world where we are better able to support the most vulnerable and at-risk populations. We must do better to reduce inequalities related to age, gender, and income that have been intensified by this pandemic. And we must continue to address mental health and well-being. No one should suffer in silence. Strong and resilient health systems and primary health care help us to prepare better, respond more quickly, and recover faster. We can and we will learn from this pandemic, including through a comprehensive post-crisis review, to ensure we are all better prepared the next time. As we build a new normal, Canada is ready to do its part. Thank you.
The US, to be followed by Nigeria, and then Honduras. United States of America, you have
General Tedros, fellow ministers. COVID-19 has tragically taken hundreds of thousands of lives, impacted millions of people, and done deep damage to the world economy. We must be frank about one of the primary reasons this outbreak spun out of control. There was a failure by this organization to obtain the information that the world needed, and that failure cost many lives. The United States welcomes the assistance provided by our friends during this crisis, and we have been proud to allocate over $9 billion that will benefit the global COVID-19 response, including more than $500 million in planned investments by my ministry to support more than 40 of the most at-risk countries. The United States launched the first human vaccine trial and reported the first positive results from a therapeutic clinical trial. These successes and the transparent way in which we share them will benefit the whole world. WHO's operations must be transparent too, and we support an independent review of every aspect of WHO's response to the pandemic. We all must come together to ensure that WHO fulfills its key mandate and that member states comply with the international health regulations. In an apparent attempt to conceal this outbreak, at least one member state made a mockery of their transparency obligations, with tremendous cost for the entire world. We saw that WHO failed at its core mission of information sharing and transparency when member states do not act in good faith. This cannot ever happen again. The status quo is intolerable. WHO must change, and it must become far more transparent and far more accountable. It is also critical that Taiwan participate as an observer at the WHA to bring the helpful perspective regarding their effective and exemplary response. WHO barred Taiwan from participation in 2016, just a few months after Taiwan's free and fair elections. The health of 23 million Taiwanese people should never be sacrificed to send a political message. Although we are all focused on the immediate response, we need a more effective WHO right now to help win this fight and demonstrate to our citizens that we are working to prevent such catastrophes in the future. The United States sends our best wishes and open offer of cooperation to each of you in our shared efforts to defeat this pandemic and protect the health of each nation around the world.
Secretaria de la Salud de la República de Honduras.
My country is pleased to participate in the 73rd World Health Assembly, an assembly which is certainly out of the ordinary, which is taking place in times when solidarity and cooperation among countries are more necessary and indispensable than ever. Today we are facing unprecedented challenges, including the need to diminish the impact on health and lives of people, as well as to reduce the collateral damage on our economies and the most vulnerable sectors. So that this pandemic can be contained, we must strengthen our cooperation and solidarity, including to countries that have had success, such as China, Taiwan, which has become a model for member states. We have no doubt that by including them as partners, the WHO and member states will benefit enormously from their experience. Honduras recognizes the exceptional leadership of the WHO